Hello mga ka-strong! Welcome back again to my YouTube channel, Strong Egorot. Today is the reading of the three last letters of these documents. So let's start. And we are now in the seventh letter. Nelson's unfinished letter. On October 21, 1805, Horatio Nelson, England's greatest sailor and hero, 125 before he was 38, paid with his life for the victory of Trafalgar over the combined fleets of France and Spain. Scorning dangers that had already left cruel marks on a frail body, he went into action off Trafalgar wearing his admiral's uniform, a target for sharpshooters in the mast of the enemy vessels. Risking his displeasure, his officer had asked him to change his dress, or at least to cover his decorations. But Nelson had won them with honor and, reminding his officer of this, said he would wear them till with honor he died. Ay, naku. Very strong na na warrior. From the victory, he opened fire on the Bozio. Ito, dumudugo ang ilong ko. Commanded by Admiral Villeneuve, and then on La Santa Trinidad and Redoutable, with a musket shot from the top of the latter struck him in the upper breast and plunged into his spine. Though mortally wounded, he calmly gave orders till victory was complete. But with the enemy vanquished and Admiral Villeneuve a prisoner, Nelson could face his end. "I have done my duty, thank God for that," were his last words. The first part of this poignant letter was written 2 days before Trafalgar, the second on the eve of the battle. On it, Lady Hamilton wrote a few lines ending with, "Oh miserable wretch Emma, oh glorious happy Nelson." Okay, this is the letter. Okay, let's go to the 8th letter. The Duke of Wellington informs a French general of the victory of Waterloo. Towards the end of Wellington's life, the glorious that Waterloo gave him had deepened to reverence. The nation, from the royal family to the humblest subject, regarded him with something near to awe. No longer was the merry and man of battle, the clever and unyielding strategist, but the conqueror of the conquerors. The mightiest of captains, the supreme soldier, for the victory he had won over the greatest adversaries had changed the face of the world. At the Congress of Vienna, paying a gallant tribute to the bravery of the opposing troops, Wellington declared to General Jomini that he had never anything more worthy of admiration than the 10 or 12 repeated charges of the French cuirassiers against Troop Even branch of the service, and that June 18 had been a battle of giants. The service, Dumouriez, the French general who defeated the Prussians and Austrians of Jemappes and at Valmy, and who was removed from his command by the convention, remained on friendly terms with Wellington. It was to him that the Iron Duke wrote this letter, began 4 days before finished to this after Waterloo, not for from the still smoking ruins of the battlefield. It is impossible to read such a documents without emotion. Ay, naku, kailangan mag-emotion na tayo, Dines. Brussels, John 14, 18-15. My dear General, I have received your letter of June 9 and assure that I shall have the greatest pleasure in recommending to Prince Metternich the request you intend to make to the Emperor for the restitution of your pension. Nevertheless, June 20. I began this letter on June 14, and as there was no post that day, did not finish it. I was engaged with the enemy on Friday when there was a post. I have since received your letter of the 15th, for which I am much obliged. You have seen what I have done, and I hope you will be pleased. Never have I seen a battle like that of the day before yesterday, nor won such a victory. And I hope this is the end of Bonaparte. We are in the pursuit of him. I have the honor to be, my dear General, your very obedient servant. Wellington, British Museum. And this is the letter. Okay, we'll go to the last 9th letter. Napoleon's appeal to England. After the Battle of Waterloo, June 18, 1815, the Emperor returned to the Paris, and there, under the pressure of Chamber of Representatives, assigned his abdication. Events then moved swiftly. On June 29, Napoleon left to Malmaison and civil guard for Rochefortland, the island's ice, and their vain hope of obtaining from England a passport to the United States. Any attempt to sail without one would have been hopeless, for an English fleet kept constant watch. Meanwhile, in Paris, the Bourbons had again assumed control. By way of signing his accession, Louis VIII ordered Maritime Prefect of Rochefort to arrest the Emperor and hand him over to the English. The Prefect refused to obey an order which he considered outrageous, but urgently begged Napoleon to hasten his submission. Hemmed in on all sides, worn out, feverish, broken in health, Napoleon communed with himself part of the night. Then, feeling that worthier course was to surrender to his conqueror, the Emperor, whose usual handwriting was so difficult to read, drafted with the utmost care a letter of submission to the Prince Regent of England. On July 15, at daybreak, Napoleon, wearing his legendary uniform, embarked with those who were to share his captivity on board the Perier, which took him to the English man of war Bellerophon, where Captain Maitland and his staff awaited him. He was never to see his beloved France again. Nako, nakakadugo naman ang ilong ito. Your Royal Highness, exposed to the faction which distract my country to the enmity of the greatest powers in Europe. I have ended my political career and I come like Themistocles to appeal to the hospitality of the British people. I put myself under the protection of their laws and beg your Royal Highness, as the most powerful, the most determined, and the most generous of my enemies, to grant me this protection. Napoleon, Royal Library, Windsor. And this is the last letter. And we will going to end this episode. To the last letter of these English ancient letters. Oh, uminit na yung pisngi ko naman sa nag-nosebleed ako, mga ka-strong. So mga ka-strong, this is no longer a mysterious documents, because from beginning to ending, I was able to reveal already. So favor to our co-bloggers who knows any collectors can be of big help in these ancient letters, if these are the original ones. And to all my subscribers, viewers, and commenters, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I am praying to our Lord Almighty to shower you His blessings and keep you always in His loving arms from all evils, sickness, and sins. Matagot-tagot ako, Ma'am. Mabuhay tayong lahat. And God bless everyone. Thank you.